right, so everyone, today we have a very, 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 very special guest star, the most adorable guest star you've ever seen.
Aircaster?
Well, second, I guess. It is my dog, Two Socks, the Wolfcaster.
Oh.
Two Socks, what do you have to say?
It's your dog, Two Socks.
He's sleeping. Cue the roll call.
Connect. Loading.
Broadcast.
Perfect! Show running super savant. Level up! Bluecaster, super Ichi.
Loud and online. Greycaster, Robolane.
Researcher of the Tokuverse. Yellowcaster. Ultra Guard.
Return to the source material. Greencaster, Zenshin.
Trauma Inducer. Northcaster. Saga.
Combining comedy and critique. On air since 2014.
Radio Sentai Castranger.
Welcome to Radio Sentai Castranger, episode 527.
Hi.
527? Why, that's Pokemon.
Woobat? Is it Woobat?
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 The evolution of Swoobat?
No, the de-evolution.
Yeah. Woobat's
Oh, the first one.
Yes.
It's okay. It's okay. I've never been a big fan of it.
Episode Heart Knows.
It's alright compared to Zubat.
So
you can't leave them waiting. Here's the dog in question.
Well, if you're here for Ryder and Sentai this week, too bad you ain't getting it.
Yeah.
Ric Flair bat. God damn it.
Oh, okay.
Oh, is that the shiny one? Oh, he's minty colored. I love it.
Because of course, because most shiny Pokemon are green.
This one actually works, though, because it is so different from the original color.
It looks like a flying microscopic virus.
Oh my god, not again!
Yeah, so thank you for tuning in to Radio Sentai Castranger. We are a bunch of Woobats who get together every week to talk about Kamen Rider Super Sentai and a third thing. And it's a bit of a weird week this week.
Yeah.
Because the main shows took a week off, and instead they aired a couple of side specials, and for some reason the Gozyuger one did not get subbed.
And the Gavv one was pointless.
It is weird that happened. Has that ever happened before?
Probably at some point.
Of what? Them releasing side content?
Or are you talking about not getting subbed?
Yeah, not getting subs there.
Oh, no. It'll probably get subs, but it's not important enough to get subs.
Yeah, it's not on like the
that
top
I
of the list.
understand. That I understand, but like...
Insert bit about us being entitled about subs.
I was gonna say, like, I've become accustomed to a certain level of this.
I expect to wake up Sunday morning and get my subs that I did not pay for.
With
And
my
that you
eggs.
do not get paid for?
I guess we can just say they didn't eat their eggs.
No.
Yeah, I could go for some eggs right now.
But what's weird about it is the Gavv High School special did get subbed, so we're going to talk about that, even though it's only a 10-minute joke fest.
And
then our feature topic, instead of one, we are doing 2 episodes of Kamen Rider Black Sun, which is episodes 3 and 4.
nice.
Yeah, I kind of want us to get through Black Sun as
Understandable.
not as quickly as possible, but as condensedly as possible.
Sure.
Yes.
Also, this is the first episode I'm here to talk about Black Sun, because I wasn't here because I was afraid of getting spoiled for the original show. And now I've seen the original show.
So it's okay.
Yeah, so now it's okay.
All right.
What a strange journey.
Also, I'm Gar.
It's good.
Hi, I'm Lance. Nice to meet you, guy.
They heard the
Nice to meet
roll
you.
call already.
What do they skip
Why
the roll call?
why do you think we stopped doing the roll call in Ultra Ranger?
Ichi's like, skip roll call.
Fucking heathens. That's right, we're past a minute, I can swear.
Over Ichi's dead body.
just on the YouTube video, there's just a quick annotation. Skip intro.
I
Like a fucking Netflix or...
I want to say this because I remember this now. Like, when we were watching Voltron Legendary Defender, watch that if you can, by the way. Great show.
Didn't they take it down?
They took it down.
Well,
It's on
I
the
remember us
Internet
talking about
Archive.
you're a pirate.
Sail the seas.
Uh-huh. But I remember, like, saying one scene, she's like, I love the show, but, sometimes I skip the transformation scene, and just the look he gave me. It's just like...
You fucking heathen.
You can only watch that
I'd be
transformation
looking at you in
scene
the
every
same
time.
way.
It's a great transformation.
All right. Well, before we get into the discussions of what topics we have some news to talk about.
News mode.
First off, earlier than normal, but the trademark for the next rider dropped. Although recent discussions have posited that this might not be the next series, but sort of like a side project similar to like Shinobi.
Oh,
No,
okay.
Decker said it's bullshit.
What? Which part is bullshit?
That it's not like a miniseries.
Oh, so it is the actual next show?
Yes.
Okay, so good luck pronouncing this. This is Kamen Rider Zez.
Okay. Is it trying to do like Zeds?
That's exactly what I was gonna say. I think it's like O's where it's supposed to be.
Because looking at the logo, all
Yeah,
these
it looks like
Zeds.
three letter Z's. So Kamen Rider Zeds.
Oh,
think
Zeds. I'm just
Or
gonna call him
or
Kamen
Zets.
Riders. I'm calling him Kamen Rider Zesty.
I mean, it could also be Polish.
It could be.
I imagine we'll call him Kamen Rider Zerts.
Literally, the note for this story in my list of news story was Zerts.
You know what actually like.
And for those who haven't been here forever, Zerts is a word I made up to describe the act of spraying Kool-Aid liquid into my water.
Yeah.
Just give it a little Zerts.
Yep.
You know what? Like I don't know why. Like it just reminds me of like Rabbi Herschel Kristofsky. Like I'll give you such a zits. Like,
Oh, there's Kamen Rider Zets right there. Oh, he looks an awful lot like Ultraman Zed.
I love that you just cheaped out and gave him the Ichigo belt.
all right. So based off absolutely nothing, what do we think the show will be about?
Sleeping.
That could be cool.
3 Z's?
Ooh.
It has to be sleep and dream themed.
Oh, like a writer.
I can't help it.
A writer who goes into your dreams.
I
That could
was
be
just
interesting,
about to
actually.
say that.
Yeah.
It's Sandman.
Fights monsters in people's
I
nightmares.
love that show.
If I'm gonna make a prediction on this,
It's a wizard. Yes,
I
kind
think it
of.
will be pronounced Kamen Rider Zets.
That's what
Because-
people are saying.
Yeah.
I would guess.
The
so.
second Z is silent.
The T is
Like it's asleep.
Yeah.
Oh.
I hope that's what it's about at this point.
Yeah.
And the gimmicks will be like, I don't know, spray bottles. It could
Pillows.
literally be anything.
It could be pillows.
Someone's going to have a sheep form.
I hope to God that someone like the villain has like Freddy Krueger hands.
Oh my god.
I feel like the names of these riders are just getting crazier and crazier as the years go on because Toei just doesn't want us to fucking like figure out the theme like right off the bat.
Even though I'm pretty confident about our guess.
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, Lane, the last 3 years have been nothing but G.
True.
G.
I'm not as upset about that as everyone else seems to be. I don't know.
Oh, I'm not that upset about it.
Oh no, I'm not upset about it. I just think it's weird that we did it 3 years in a row. But then again, we did get Go Sager, Go Kaiger, and Go Busters
I was gonna
back
say.
to back to back.
Damn.
Toku using G names is not rare.
Where's G4 Decker in the
Back in 2001 where we left him.
Yeah, in the Agito movie where he belongs.
God damn it, Cell. Don't infect our audience with this nonsense.
G. You guys watch this and your life will be changed.
I'm curious. I'm curious.
Don't need to do it now, but just
Okay.
I can't wait for the message to come up in our group chat after this episode. What the fuck, Cell?
again.
No. It's gonna be at like 3 a.m. when you guys don't notice.
Great.
This will sound like weird. I like the logo. Like I like
It's a serviceable logo.
I like
It's
the
about as
three-
good as any other Rider logo.
I like the 3 Zs.
I like that it's black and white.
Yeah.
Well,
that could just be.
That's not like it's just because they didn't show the color because this is on like a trademark logo.
I just can't wait to hear a Japanese person pronounce this word.
Yeah, the going interpretation is that it's Zets.
This just reminded me of something. When I was in Italy as a kid, like I was just watching cartoons and it's in Italian there, and I vividly still remember a commercial for like a Dragon Ball Zeta. Yeah,
amazing.
Yeah, so not much other information yet, but the trademark and logo was registered on March 11th by Toei, so this is pretty safe to say this is the next rider.
And
we'll see him in July.
You were saying, Ichi, this is actually historically the earliest that they've done that.
Yeah.
In the Reiwa era, maybe it said.
Gar says computer froze.
This is the earliest that Toei's registered the next entry of Reiwa Kamen Rider series. They usually register it in April.
Oh, okay.
There he is.
Back on
So
guard.
as far as the Reiwa era goes.
You good, Gar?
You guard?
Uh-oh.
It's not.
He's there, not there.
Let's just watch USB Lighter G.
No.
Is that even the craziest Japanese commercial you've ever seen? Honestly?
No, God, no.
No, the ones for me are the Tommy Lee Jones commercials.
That's just peak commercial.
I'm trying to remember what it was called. The fucking Japanese like Pocky snack, where the commercials was like "Supri, supri, supri, supri,
Oh,
supri,
Pretz.
supri." That's it, Pretz. Yeah, and the Italian one was like "Pretz, supri, supri, buongiorno."
So good.
Also, I think my favorite Japanese commercial is for Mario Kart DS.
Oh.
Hotto Mario.
Yeah, I think
Where
I've
all of
seen
them hit him with shells.
And the fucking the Japanese Arkham Knight commercial where he's just on the fucking bike. Whoa! It's the best. It's the funniest shit ever.
Also, we would be remiss to not mention Long Man.
Hey, good job, Vegas. Oh no, with Gentoku.
Yeah. Definitely Gentoku.
That was the best.
Do you think like Japanese people watch like American commercials and go, they're so lame?
Do you think they'd like meme on like the Empire?
Where's the costumed nonsense?
Like the jingles?
No, I wonder if like, like once a year, like for them, the Super Bowl is, they're going to get creative with their commercials for once.
Lol. All right, moving on to our next news story.
Let us know when you can get back in, Gar.
So right after Gavv Graduations aired, they announced another side special upcoming soon, which is another Kamen Rider Girls Remix special. This one is Kamen Rider Majade with Girls Remix. So
Girls, you say?
Yeah, so this is their token Girls Can Be Riders Too special. It honestly feels like pandering, and I don't like the vibe.
So yeah, apparently we got Sabala, we got Aguilera, we got Akiko and Sawa, and then apparently Nozomi from Amazons, who I forgot was played by Clotho.
Yeah,
and she's playing Katniss Everdeen. What's going on here?
Well, she was like part of the Amazon squad.
She was part of the extermination squad in Amazons.
I see.
Go watch her show, Enter the Amazons. It's really good.
I know it's 5.
Hey, Psycho.
Yeah.
Now I know the words.
Forgot about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the previous Girls Remix project was about 3 years ago, which was a unit formed by female characters from previous Kamen Rider projects, mostly female Kamen Riders. Although Sawa's from Build is in it too.
Let's say, where's Ringer?
Yeah.
So, yeah,
we have
girls. To quote the boys, girls do get it done. So.
Like the first Girls Remix, it is being written by Hiroki Uchida, who worked on Gotchard, being directed by Koichi Sakamoto.
Yeah, no shit, it's directed by Koichi Sakamoto.
I'm surprised he bothered with this.
We don't know why.
No reason whatsoever.
It's set for release on TTFC in May.
The Furls Girls special. That's good, Blaze. That's good.
Two Socks.
Did I say that?
It's Kamen Rider Girl special. He's still sleeping.
All right.
We exploit him.
Next news story. In Gochi Zone news, we have another actual brand collaboration happening. The Tyrol Choco collab version of Special Gochizo's set.
Two Socks, you can't have these. It's chocolate.
So we have a Tyrol chocolate, then we have the white cookies one, and also strawberry jelly, and chocolate almond.
These forms are way too much. I don't like them.
There's a milk chocolate. There's several milk chocolates. There was a German one there.
Oh my.
Crunch Choco. Another Tyrol chocolate.
He's got like Lederhosen.
Yeah.
We have Chocolate Jerry.
And these are real brands?
I think so.
Yeah, I'd eat them.
A special set collaboration with Tyrol Chocolate. So yeah, that's an actual brand. 3 Tyrol Chocolate Gochizo, namely coffee nougat, red and white, and 8 custom sticker sets which represent various flavors. Okay, so they're like the 3 actual Gochizo, and then you can swap out the stickers if you want.
Yeah, the white, I think, does that say foil or Tyrol?
Tyrol, because that's the brand name.
It looks like his mouth. He's like full of puke.
Do they operate with the belt?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh yeah. All these Gojizos compatible with the belt. They probably just say like basic noises.
They probably just say Choco.
Okay, I just looked this up. Tyrol Choco is a type of chocolate made in Japan. It's been made since 2004. Tyrol is an area in Austria. When Tyrol Choco's president visited Austria, he decided to use the name to give his brand a fresh image. This is on Wikipedia, so
wow.
Who knows? But that's funny.
Well, yeah, as part of the promotion, we get to see what their suits would look like if Gavv and Valen used these.
You ever seen Talladega Nights?
Yeah, they're branded like NASCAR racers.
And these brandings are inconvenient, but I do love Tyrol chocolate.
Okay, so this set of Gochizo is 25-30 yen and releasing May 17th. And again, this is just 3 Gochizo and then a bunch of stickers for the alts.
I was gonna say I found like their actual chocolate. These already look like Gochizos.
Wow.
Oh my god!
That's why they look like this on the suits.
Yeah, maybe that's why they decided to go with them.
Yeah,
I want
because
these
we
now.
can slot it into our suit design for cheap.
I want these bear ones. Those look fun.
Yeah, they look cute.
I'd eat them. Ooh, coffee.
They honestly look like replacement. Like
there's
keycaps.
pizza.
What?
Look, top left. Or second from top left.
Oh yeah, pizza chocolate. What?
What the fuck?
What the hell's going on?
Oh, there's
when
cheese.
pizza's in a chocolate, you can eat pizza anytime.
You know, we could buy these. They're on eBay.
This is how we get the pizza Gochizo.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Together, guys. We're gonna get it.
Oh man. Could
Final
you imagine
form.
if there was one on this suit? I would have died. All right.
The Reefs, what seems to be the problem here?
All right. Next, in more Gochizo news, we have updates on the Legend Rider Gochizos. This is the clear versions, packs 3 and 4.
Sparklies.
Yeah, so these are shiny translucent versions. We got in set 3, we have Kuga, Hibiki, Wizard, Gaim, Revi, Vice, and then Kuga and Gaim again, even shinier.
I gotta say, like, the sparkling plastic on Revi and Vice looks really good.
Yep. And then in set 4, we have Fize, Kiva, Ghost, Exade, Saber, Geets, and then Fize, Axel, and Geets again.
What?
Oh yeah, if you go
9, right?
Oh,
yeah.
the second Kuga one is a rising form, I just noticed.
Yeah, I was just about to say that. And
that still is Magnum Boost.
Yeah, the Geets one is not a different form, it's just Magnum Boost. It would have been funny if they swapped it with Boost Magnum.
Get ready for boost.
You guys getting any?
No.
Oh.
The only one I want is Blades, but that comes in a very expensive 5-pack.
Yeah, I want Drive, but it's a magazine exclusive.
So get the magazine link.
No.
So yes.
I don't read the Nihon.
My Japanese is a little rusty.
That could be the title episode.
I don't read the neon.
So when you buy these packs, they are randomized.
Oh, fuck off.
So it's another one of those blind box sets instead of just a full pack of them.
It's Gacha Gochizo?
Gachizo. Yeah. Gachizo.
Gochi Gacha.
Oh fuck, that would have been a perfect title for the Gacha Gavv crossover. Thanks a lot, Toei.
Yeah.
To the fan fiction.
Jonathan.
So each blind box of a single one is 770 yen, releasing March 29th.
Cool.
Neat. Next. This is interesting. Apparently Hideaki Anno is working on a sequel to Shin Kamen Rider.
Amazing.
What'd you say so?
Cool.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I want it.
Currently working on the script for the sequel. However, Toei has yet to greenlight it.
Okay, because this was about to say, I've also heard tell that Anno was working on a Shin Godzilla and a Shin Ultraman script as well. So, I hope that they all get greenlit. I hope so.
The message confirming that Anno is working on the script was shared by the Studio Kara social media account. Roughly translates to 53 years ago on March 18th, Kamen Rider vs. Shocker came out, and 2 years ago today, Shin Kamen Rider also released. I'm currently writing the script for 5 other works.
Yeah.
And if everything goes as planned, I will also be giving my best working on the 6th project, Shin Kamen Rider: Masker World.
Our company president.
Huh. I wonder if the sequel will be about V3.
Oh no. My boy. You just said you finally have a clear schedule after 22 years.
No.
And now you're saying you're working on 5 other projects, including this one, making it 6.
And apparently one of those is the upcoming Gundam G-Quicks.
Okay. Right.
I love
and
G-Quacks,
Space Battleship Yamamoto.
No, it's. I think it's just pronounced Gundam G Quack.
Quack.
It's G-Quacks.
Yeah.
Whatever it is. I'm totally not a Gundam fan, but I watched the trailer for that, and it's actually interesting. I'm probably gonna watch
I just hate the designs. They're so bad.
I watched the theatrical release.
Someone put up a picture. I want to see. But anyway, yeah, no, I hope he makes them. All his movies are interesting to say the least.
And yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Yamato, not Yamamoto.
I know why I said.
All right.
Cool.
So yeah, Shin Kamen Rider Masker World. It sounds like a fucking theme park.
It does.
So what he should have done was just adapt Kamen Rider Spirits.
That'd be interesting.
That'd be amazing.
All right. And speaking of the progenitors of tokusatsu, there's apparently going to be a Go Ranger 50th Anniversary Secrets Premium event.
Ooh.
Interesting.
So this is announced by the Super Sentai Friends website. It is a Secrets Premium event being held on April 5th. Exactly 50 years since the debut of Go Ranger. Only 150 people will be invited to this event via lottery.
Cool.
No idea what it's going to be.
It's probably just gonna be a talk, like a Q&A with the original Go Ranger cast. Everyone who says Shin Go Ranger, go fuck yourself.
I was gonna say this. I imagine that's what a lot of people are expecting.
No, I'm kidding.
You know what it's gonna be? It's gonna be that they all get there. It's like, okay, you were all selected by lottery. It's time to tell you the truth. That meteor you heard about a couple years ago? Well, turns out
you're all Go Rangers now.
No, we built an underground bunker, and it's up to us to repopulate afterwards.
You're all male. Oh no.
Didn't think this one through.
No.
Who'd have thought?
Calling it now, it's probably just gonna be Go Ranger on 4K.
Yeah. All right, and
Go
our last
Ranger special.
Our last news story concerns Power Rangers.
Well, 2 last stories.
Did I?
Gar added one.
Oh, I didn't. You got to tell me when you add news stories.
You didn't send the news links yet.
Yes, I did.
He did.
No, you did. No, you didn't. You didn't send them when I added it.
Oh, I didn't know that you. I didn't notice that you added it. I just copied what was there. Anyway, Power Rangers. They're doing a thing.
So, does this mean like Gar?
Neo Disney era?
Does this mean Disney has the rights to the show?
No, so Hasbro still owns it.
They're licensing it out.
So this is how it. You know what, Lane? I'll explain it for a joke that I was thinking about today at work.
I was gonna say this sounds like a song cue for an Animaniacs musical.
Not really. Just imagine more of a sitcom scenario. So, there's Disney just chilling on its couch, playing whatever the fuck. It's like something 64, and all you hear is just there's a knock at the door. Goes and opens it, and there's Power Rangers holding a box, and it just says "My stuff." Hey, can I crash here tonight? Power Rangers.
Hasbro and I got into a fight.
I thought you were with Netflix. Nah, man, Netflix doesn't want me anymore. Oh, can't you go with Paramount? I heard you and your buddy were square with Paramount. No, man, after what they did to Transformers, we're pretty sketchy about that. Please, you're the only people that I can go to.
Can I crash on your couch?
All right, I guess you can crash on my couch. Oh, thanks, man. You're the best.
Okay. So it's being made by Hasbro. They're just gonna put it on Disney Plus because it's a streaming platform. That's right. Just because it's on Disney Plus doesn't mean it's by Disney.
Yeah, it's like how Simpsons is technically still Fox, but it's on Disney Plus.
It's so funny nowadays when I go back and because I rewatched Aliens earlier this week and it was just so funny seeing the 20th Century Fox logo and I'm like, it's not that anymore.
I can't ever see that logo without just imagining the Simpsons movie version.
Oh man. No, I like the ones with the X-Men movies because it goes like.
So reported by The Wrap, the new Power Rangers series is currently "quote unquote" in the works for Disney Plus, and 20th Century TV. The franchise current right holder Hasbro will produce the series with showrunners Jonathan E. Steinberg and Dan Schatz from Percy Jackson and the Olympians.
I heard that show's actually like did pretty well. So
they're in talks to write, showrun, and produce the series.
Should have gotten the Cobra Kai people.
Oh, right? Fuck.
Like, that's a dream right there.
I just finished Cobra Kai and it was fucking amazing. So
no idea if it's going to be an adaptation of something or something completely original.
It's going to be Mighty Morphin.
No,
it's going to be.
They already acknowledge it's a reboot. It's going to be 2017 Power Rangers again, where it's Jason, Trini, Billy, Kimberly, and Zach fighting against Rita Repulsa, and Zordon's going to be giving them the powers.
Please no.
Yes.
No. Please not that.
No, and it's not going to be the Krispy Kreme this time. It's going to be something else.
But it's going to be extreme because it's, like, it's the 2020, so they're going to be, saying words like, yeah, I'm slaying, or like, oh, check out my TikTok.
Zach's gonna be a fucking streamer or some shit. Who fucking knows?
Oh yeah, watch me play this game on Fortnite. Yeah.
Hey,
Fortnite.
Listen. If this show gets Power Rangers to be in Fortnite, that's a win. That's a win in my books.
That's a super mega win.
I was gonna say, what would you guys want it to be? Like, let's say they actually, you know what? Let's just
literally anything else.
No, for real. Like, they will base it on a Sentai they haven't done yet. What would you want?
Q Ranger.
Lupin Pat.
Kira Major.
Lupin Pat.
King Hoser.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. I don't think I could take it. There's so many ways they could fuck it up.
You cringe.
I don't want King Oger to be sullied.
Royal Rangers, that's a royal win.
No, it needs to be Q Ranger because I want an apology for Cosmic Fury.
Did you watch Cosmic Fury?
No.
It was not bad.
You don't get to say that, man.
Yeah, it was not bad actually. I enjoyed it.
All right, you can't say something shit without actually watching it.
It's true.
Oh, yes, this is worth mentioning. So, Speed Racer Flubber, Dan De La Rosa, recently put up a sequel to a previous video he made a couple years ago, where he basically made his own adaptations of Dawn Brothers, and it's weirdly good.
It's edited so well, it feels like a Power Rangers.
I'd watch that.
The man's a wizard.
Just the music cues and the editing.
The music is from Sonic.
I love the fact that he took footage of Stacy's or transforming into Dom Murasame.
Yeah,
that was cool.
And I'm like, what? That's genius.
Yeah, I called it the Renegade Ranger.
You fucking called Zenkaiser Black the Zord Master. I'm like, come on.
Renegade Ranger is such a good name. Can't believe they haven't used it.
Yeah, they edited it to look like the Dawn Brothers were outside the juice bar. And the name is so good. Power Rangers Off the Grid.
That's pretty good.
And honestly, the fact that like the grid from Dawn Brothers is the Morphin grid is literally more explanation than Dawn Brothers ever gave us for why they were fighting in a grid.
I know, you were so like they're in a game world or a simulation or something, and
they had joysticks on their fucking knees.
So do I. You don't hear me bragging about it.
Anyway, yeah, if you haven't seen that already, go check out Speed Racer Flubber's videos, the one from 2023 and the new one, because they're so fun.
So it's good. It's good to know at least Power Rangers, like at least in like the form of live action media, isn't completely dead now.
Oh yeah. I'm confused, but also, you know what? Yeah, I'm just confused that a lot of the news articles revolving around this is like Power Rangers coming back in a new live action show. It's like, yeah, Power Rangers has always been live action.
Yeah, it's being weirdly highlighted. Like past Power Rangers titles, it is a live action series. Like Doi.
Yeah.
So here's my like silver lining to this. If they do just do an MMPR reboot, if this is successful, then they do need to do a follow up. You know, and it can't stay MMPR.
No.
So we might see actual like good Thunder Rangers.
Can I throw something out there for a second?
Go for it.
Would it really be so bad if it was a cartoon?
No.
I'd be curious to see a cartoon, but
listen,
they're highlighting it like it's not obvious.
Listen, the Futo PI anime has proven that like Rider in anime form would be is
Can
so
work.
fucking cool.
If anything, like Sentai probably lends itself to animation. Honestly,
Isn't that like crazy shit?
And at this
I
point,
guess
when
it's
we're
just it's the charm of
Yeah.
it being live action,
And
right?
at this point, when we're looking at like the choreography and acting of like Sentai and Rider as it is right now, they really are taking a lot of cues from anime, like from just anime acting in on the screen. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's a lot more animated than it was before, and you're seeing a lot more visual tropes that you'd see in anime in Toku nowadays.
But I feel like if Power Rangers did move into animation, it would. I wouldn't be against it, but I feel like the live action part of Power Rangers gives it that charm of originality.
Yeah.
Like Paul, like I'm with you. It would be cool to see, but it to me, it's like the Muppets if they weren't puppets. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah,
like, that's
if
kind
they
of
were
the
animated,
point.
it's half the charm.
Yeah, and but then there's like stuff like Muppet Babies, which shows it can also work. So
I never watched any of that, so I can't say.
I would still want to
since I
see
barely
live
can't
action
go.
Power Rangers. Don't get me wrong.
But what is if it was animated? Would it be bad? No.
And also, if you want to do a reboot, the
Why
way
not?
to differentiate itself as a separate project, which I think that this should be a separate project from like core Power Rangers seasons going forward, if they're going to do that. But if you're going to do a reboot, animation wouldn't be a bad just like direction to go.
What are you saying, Gar?
I was just saying the producers did acknowledge this is a reboot. It's not season 31.
There you go.
Yeah, and that's what I mean.
Yeah, the animation would be interesting, but like I'm curious because if they're doing a reboot, then that means it's going to be all original footage.
Yeah.
So that could be interesting. Like I know this
not
is
necessarily. I would say that's likely, but that's not a guarantee.
like what you think they're just gonna like have like pristine HD footage and then we cut back to 1993.
No, I'm saying if they adapted one of the recent series, they could get away with using.
Oh no,
that
they
footage.
could. But if this is going to be MMPR, I mean.
Oh no, then if it's an adaptation of MMPR, then absolutely it's all original footage.
Yeah.
You know what? Actually, thinking about it now, I can't see it being a MMPR reboot because
It might just
if
be
they're-
Power Rangers, yeah.
Yeah, because if it's not, and it's like, well, why not? Why wouldn't it be MMPR? Well, then again, Playmates and Hasbro are currently working on like doing an AI upscale of Mighty Morphin. So
Is that
why
confirmed it'd also be happening? That's a separate thing.
Yeah, from Toy Fair. So it's like, so
yeah,
so why would they do a new reboot with the exact same characters and shows or story elements?
So what if this is a reboot saying it's a whole original new team?
That's what I'm thinking.
Disregarding all others.
When they say reboot, they mean like we're rebooting the entire chronology and starting fresh with a new team.
Yeah, and that could be cool too.
Well, that's
and again, would need to be like original footage.
To be fair, that's what I want.
I'd be interested to see what they do.
Take the elements that work and turn it into a new show in its entirety.
As long as the suits are better than Cosmic Fury.
I like the Cosmic Fury suit.
You know what? The Cosmic Fury suits weren't that bad once you actually watch the show.
I'm one who defends like the Zenith Rangers design. I fucking loved it.
I'm just upset that we never got like figures.
Yeah, agreed.
The Champagner. End
Yes,
of sentence.
I love it.
Anyways.
Moving on to our last news story. I'll let you take the helm on this.
Yeah, so, it's the end, or as other people like to say, in terms of the end, Omega.
I love this shot. I love this shot has the vibe of like, get the camera out of my face!
Essentially.
Back off, get your own sandwich.
So, yeah,
It reminds
yesterday
me of the
we got...
DVD cover of the live-action second Guyver movie.
Yesterday we got the full-on silhouette announcement for the next Ultraman show.
Okay.
Which is at the moment being Ultraman Omega.
Does that mean this is the final Ultraman?
I mean, next year being the 60th anniversary, maybe that's going to be a reboot.
That'd be neat.
We're in the late 2020s now. Reboot everything.
Yeah.
Just wanted to bring it up. A new hero is coming.
Looks good. I like the profile of the suit.
People are guessing Taguchi might be involved because his last two shows that he helmed also have this sort of like mysterious silhouette preview. I like the eyes. The eyes look nice. In fact, Lane, you know what they're trying? You know what some people are theorizing? They're theorizing.
Theorizing.
Yeah.
You'll theorize them.
He might be related to Ultraman Z by being from his homeworld.
Cool. I can see that.
Where's Thomas Mittens?
Or has
He
cat.
stops me on. Yes, there is a cat.
Yeah. I'm sorry, but Two Socks doesn't like Ultraman. It's really the only thing we argue about.
And apparently more details will be revealed in the coming weeks.
Yes.
And that is the news. Alright, so, as mentioned before, no episodes of Rider and Sentai aired this past week, but we have the Gavv Graduation special did get subbed, so we're going to talk about that briefly.
As we go on.
I was going to do the Grease 2 song.
Oh.
I couldn't
As
finish
we
it.
go on, we remember there are better things to be
With our
watching.
time.
Yep.
Flawless. So,
Thank you.
Gavv Graduations is a 10-minute filler side special that's just an excuse for them to do a bunch of high school gags that they could never get away with in the actual canon.
Yeah, like
Yes.
legit, it looked like they just took the Gavv cast, gave them like a scenario in the school, and then just made them improv it.
This has all the.
It was literally them turning Gavv into a fucking high school visual novel.
It really was.
You know, I wasn't expecting, like super bad, but with the Gavv characters. But now that I'm thinking about it, I want super bad, but with the Gavv cast.
That'd be funny. Don't do it, kid. Never had a choice.
What's Japanese for chicka chicka? Yeah.
Shika, yeah.
So
Wait, who would be McLovin then? Would it be Honto or would it be Rakia?
McVallen.
McVallen.
I think it'd be Shoma, actually.
He is kind of a dork.
Yeah. They're all kind of dorks. Yeah, this
And
has
your
all
name
the. This
No,
has
I
all the
got
charm.
it. You know who's really McLovin? Kinjiro.
Oh, well, yeah. This has all the charm of something they shot in like 3 hours.
Yeah,
you
they
know?
just had like some downtime.
Yeah. We have these costumes lying around.
Why?
And your name is Akagav. Well, it's either that or just regular Gav.
I was wondering as
Why
it
the
was
fuck
starting.
would you call yourself Gav?
I was wondering while it was starting. So, like in this universe, are they all human, or are they still non-humans who are just going to high school?
We never see a Gav, so who's to say?
Although Glotta does call him Akagav.
Yeah, but that could just be a name. Like when you call someone.
But where would it come from if not referring to his Gav?
I don't know. Why are they in high school? Like, what? Okay. Also, I want to say, like, we're seeing this in the chat. The previews for this were so manipulative. Like, they're like, oh, y'all like the hot show on Honto action? Oh, it's gonna happen. There's no, like, because yeah.
No, instead we're gonna start a completely different ship of fucking Valen and Vram.
Like, it's just a bunch of skits, and like, it makes you think, oh, wait, is he actually into him? No, it's him going, this is what you're supposed to do to your crush.
Yeah.
Who, do we ever find out who it was?
No, that's the joke.
They really are queer baiting the shit out of this.
They really are.
A lot of this.
This is like we're approaching Phoenix Wright levels.
Right.
Yo, I'm watching this. I'm like, why am I watching this again? And I see Sachika in the school uniform. I'm like, oh, right.
But yeah, no, like the first sketch is like Rakia, like, oh, I want to confess to the girl I like, but I don't know what to say. And then Valen just like teaches him how to fucking kabetan.
Yeah. Remember, kids, unwanted
Physically
physical contact.
intimidate them.
Unwanted physical contact is okay.
Yeah, and then Gav, like Shoma shows up and busts out his fucking, I don't want to call it a catchphrase, but his gimmick where he like asks him the question like, will you surrender or do I have to kill you?
Which again, not something you want to say to your
Yeah,
crush.
I don't think that applies to the situation quite so
All
well.
of this is terrible advice.
This is all.
Oh, my
I
way.
guess to be fair, it's supposed to be funny. Oh yeah, and then the greatest porno that never happened starts.
It's got turned into a whole Archie comic.
Yeah, Rakia straight up Archie's while Betty and Veronica are to either side of him.
You know what, Sal? Thanks for bringing it up. The sets and the lighting and some of the like dialogue, I'm just like, is this secretly No.
It does have a bit of a porn feel, yeah, in terms of the acting, in terms of the blocking.
It's the cheapest set I've ever seen a Toei production put out.
Yeah,
like the fucking sound, like, oh my god, like so much echo going on.
Is there a reverb in here?
This room is so poorly mic'd.
Also, I gotta say, you say Sachika, but I don't know, Glada's doing it for me. The long dress.
I see the appeal of both of them.
I like her pink tips. Like
Or
the
what? No, I know what you're saying.
on her hair.
Yeah. No, they look fun.
I see she's.
And it's really nice.
I see she's possessed by Ryotaros.
Yeah. But yeah, so the second one is like, beware the science club.
Of course.
Where it's like,
those nerds.
They posit Dr. Suga as like a science professor.
He's Professor
Suga.
Shuga. I said.
Professor.
He's a successor to the professor.
But yeah, so like they're like positing as if they're gonna do experiments on him, just like they actually did in the actual show.
Like I get what they're going for. It's like, what if we took all the ideas and just made them not high stakes? You know?
Yeah.
It's like, oh hey, what do we do?
And then
experiment
Neil
on
was
here?
like, here, Hanto, use this happiness cologne I made, and I'm like, what the fuck?
It's Rohypnol in a spray form.
I'm wanking on Rohypnol. And then I think my favorite scene was the one where the viewer is the protagonist.
Yeah, like, did you get that far?
Confessing to Niel.
That's where I turned it off.
Good choice.
It took me longer than it should have for me to realize that this was just a fucking visual novel segment, and we, the viewer, were the protagonist, confessing our love to Niel, the asexual science nerd.
And that's where, like, you know, your cringe bone right here. Like, that's where mine was just spinning.
Yeah.
It's like, stop doing what you're doing.
It's like, it literally went to experiment on me, senpai.
Oh. And then,
like, oh no!
And he puts his hand up in like the camera. It's like, is he chloroforming me? Like,
yeah, basically.
What's going on?
And then we get this one sketch where Shoma's like cramming and then falls asleep and has a weirdly sexual coded dream of his sister who has like nerd glasses on in the dream, but then the glasses are there when he wakes up. So, oh no, was it a dream?
Yeah, they got really incesty there. Although I'll say that like the glasses were really doing it for me at that point.
Same, absolutely.
The bigger the glasses, the better for me.
Yeah.
Bubbles, hottest guy on TV.
I couldn't narrow. I couldn't pick what reference to make of other characters who have that same look. There's so many.
One nerd from Sailor Moon.
Yeah,
that's one of them.
I heard the joke about that. Apparently. Apparently, when he takes off the glasses, he's really handsome.
Yeah,
like that's just like they put him on, he looks nerdy.
Yeah. And then we get another sketch with Dr. Suga,
yes.
where like Sachika and him are like trading requests back and forth, and at one point Suga's like, my name Suga is kind of like sweet like sugar, right? And I'm like, this motherfucker just now is realizing the thing that we realized when his name was revealed at the start of the show.
This is just bad. This is bad comedy.
And Sachika spent the entire time just being like, "Stop talking to me like that."
And then he you want to talk about activating your cringe bone? Then he gives her what he literally describes as hover head pats.
Oh, just don't touch. Like stop doing what you're doing.
Stop initiating touching in any form.
Literally, like I said, she spent the entire time like, please leave. This is cringe.
And then, literally, my favorite part of the whole thing is it ends with this weird, like, group shot of them that was clearly for the sake of the thumbnail, and then abruptly fucking ends.
That was the funniest thing the whole time. It was like it ended like a porn. Like it just like fade to black on like
we're finished. Everyone can leave.
Collect your check and your shame at the door.
I literally, as it abruptly cut off after the group shot, I was bursting laughing.
It was literally the hardest we laughed the whole thing. Okay, I got a question.
Kind of sad.
What is this for?
It's just a little thing they did for fun on their side channel.
But what is it like? Does it air on like YouTube or like
on the TTFC? I think.
Like when? Like
it's like a web app that like people can be members of. They get extra content from.
Okay,
that's where we get most of the side specials from.
Fair enough. I'm just like,
and yeah, it was to promote Gavv Graduations. which is the post-series movie where Valvarad gets his own train arms.
I guess. Oh no, my arms
I
are
spent
trains.
so much. I've spent so much time lately watching VTuber content that when I hear graduation, I'm like, are all of these careers ending? Like, are they quitting acting?
So yeah, that was what I referred to as Gavvuations.
I didn't like it.
It was awful. Don't do it again.
Yeah,
Don't do it
no.
again.
Enough of that, please.
All right, let's get into our feature topic.
My black son! My black son! Also, he's a ninja.
You fucker.
So true. Also, he's a writer.
I should have edited that in.
Next time.
Yeah.
We got 8 more episodes, 6 more episodes. How many fucking episodes do we have?
I don't know.
Black Sun 3.
So yeah, episodes 3 and 4 of Black Sun, aka I can't fucking tell what's happening, who anyone is.
It's been a while.
Yeah, the issue is I feel like this show is meant to be watched back to back.
Yeah.
Listen,
The whale kaijin was the clear highlight.
Yes.
Hello?
Hi, hi, Gar.
Hi.
Hi.
The laptop, bonus news story.
Mm-hmm.
The laptop died.
Oh shit.
You threatened to.
I don't think you guys are plugged into my actual port on the desktop.
I can hear you.
Hang on. Is it?
Do I sound like I'm on old time radio?
Let's try the other one.
I was wondering why I didn't hear Gar for a while.
That was just being polite and respectful. Should have known that wasn't the case. Anyway, while you work on that, so yeah, we get some the show goes back and forth between 1972 and modern day, and I have the same problem keeping track of who everyone is that I did the first time I watched Kiva.
Except for the best character ever, Oliver
Johnson.
Oliver Johnson reigns.
Hell yeah,
dude, he was
looking. Love Oliver Johnson.
He was looking fucking sick in his like waiter disguise because like when the guy who's like sitting out with his girlfriend like showing him the gun. It like cuts to a shot of like Oliver Johnson like looking down at him in his waiter outfit with his sunglasses on. I was like, "You look awesome, Oliver Johnson."
In the back of my head, when I saw that scene, I freeze framed it in my head, and all I could think was Oliver Johnson.
Right?
I'll give it this. I liked how they shot the stuff in the 70s. Like it had a bit of a sepia tone to it. Like they did a really good job with the costumes. It looked
everyone
like
wore
the 70s.
disco
Massive
clothes.
collars.
Not only that, like when it was those scenes, it, like this is gonna sound weird. It felt like a Coen Brothers movie, like the way it was being shot, the way like it was being blocked. It's hard to explain.
Yeah, so I don't think I fully grasped all the politicking that was happening, but the gist of what I got was, so they're negotiating better treatment for kaijins with the prime minister, and the main character, the people who are basically proto-Gorgum, kidnapped the son of the prime minister to use as a negotiating tool.
Who, by the way, was displaying some of the worst gun safety I've ever seen. Like he pointed right at his girlfriend.
Yeah.
Like it's like
I'm gonna shoot a kaijin. Blip blip.
It'll be a lizard.
Don't be a dumbass if you have a gun.
No,
Yeah.
so
While we were watching, Cell was like, "This guy's got Otoya energy."
I was kidding.
But yeah, so like what I've grasped from like the modern plot is that like the Gorgum party is like is evil and has gone too far, and so Shadow Moon's like trying to like get his own band of like kaijin people to be like, we're gonna take down the Gorgum party and turn them back into what they really meant back in the day.
Yeah, over the course of these two episodes, Nobuhiko seems to be like rallying kaijin youngsters, almost cult-like.
I've always said that Nobuhiko in this show has Magneto energy.
I definitely get the Magneto vibe.
For sure.
Yeah.
There's a lot of like X-Men parallels in general with this, but definitely with Magneto.
Yeah.
Can I just say I really like when they kidnapped the dude. I loved seeing the Black Sun and Shadow Moon suits together because I know it's just like they're the same suits, just like palette swapped, but like fuck, they're good suits.
Sometimes it works.
And
they look so good.
even 4 episodes in, these aren't even their rider suits yet.
No. I can't wait to see the rider suits in live action. That's gonna be cool.
But yeah, so they're the prime minister agrees that kaijin will be treated better publicly, but he also posits that he's going to use them as military weapons because why the fuck wouldn't you?
Yeah. It's like, so it's when they realize, wait a minute, I just asked to be free in Japan. Oh no.
And then as negotiations start to go sour, Bilginia bursts into the room looking like fucking Sauron.
It's all I could think. It's like I'm expecting him to go with his big ass mace, just like.
If I could be wrong, but I think that guy. I think the other character he reminds me of is like Ambassador Hell. That's who he's based on.
He looks like Ambassador Hell.
Yeah, like he looks so funny when like he transformed and like you still see his like human face and like
and then two normal looking people are holding him back.
That would have really benefited from a face.
No, like they open the door and you just see like the fucking dead people and it's like, what did you do, man?
Can we take a look at the suits actually there?
So
these are really cool looking.
Oh,
like I like the organic look.
They're interesting.
Yeah, I like what they did because like in the original Black series, like when he like transforms into black, he has like this kind of monster form beforehand, and then he turns into black.
And they've just fully expanded on that in this version.
Yeah, no, it's sick.
So yeah, we see a bit of the three high priests of Golgum who are supposed to be taken seriously, but it really
the short dude continues to be the best one.
I just think of like from Futurama, like the Legion of Robots or whatever. Silence, or not the Legion of Robots. What was that? On the robot planet? You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Also, I like that they're carrying the fucking Creation King in like a fucking crate.
Yeah. Yep. How is he
not even a fucking crate?
Like the created king.
Oh my god, no, Lane. What you said earlier, that it's like, all right, let's get him back to SeaWorld.
No, there's like a scene
where like there's a whale kaijin.
They like open the crate and he's in there and it's like we're gonna get you to safety, Creation King. Just wait out a bit longer. He's just
we forgot to drill holes in my box.
In the modern day, and you just see him. He's like still hooked up to like all of his shit, making heaven, and he's just done. He's just so fucking done.
He's always looked done from the start. Like again,
Jabba the hot ass monstrosity.
Kudos to that prop.
I just gave him super Kami Guru's voice in my head.
You okay, Creation King? Oh, we're okay. Just get out of this heaven.
Sure would be a dick move to die right now.
Yeah, no, they don't want that to happen because then they don't have heaven anymore.
Yeah, we can't have drugs no more.
Heaven, not at all analogous to the dark candy.
Not made with people.
Heaven is definitely the original Kamen Rider Gumi.
Yeah.
Juicy.
Again, with the Futurama reference, it's really kind of slurm when you think about it.
Yeah.
To an extent, yeah.
Milk comes out of a cow's behind.
So I realized something when I was looking at Black Sun's actor, like his older actor. He looks like a Japanese version of like the main character from Squid Game.
Oh my god!
Like
I'm racist?
No, he said Japanese.
It's a Japanese version of him.
He differentiated the
person with the same facial features.
Yeah. No, I get it.
Yeah, so like he's sticking like the he's sticking the painkillers in his leg, and Aoi just goes like, wow, you really haven't fixed your leg? Wouldn't like heaven fix that or whatever? And he's like, no, I refuse to eat it.
I love that, like, I love that, like, at several points through these two episodes, we see some people who, like, experience heaven for the first time, and they immediately start, like, shivering. It's like, haha, you're addicted.
You like drugs now.
I also like the part where he's training Aoi in karate, and he just tells, maybe you should get a gun.
Oh, yeah,
just buy a fucking gun!
Yeah, but no, I like he's actually teaching her how to, like, ward off a guy if they grab her.
Seems like your basic self-defense, and it comes back later.
And her thing is, I don't want to kill Kaijin.
Well, yeah, because she's best friends with one.
Yeah, I mean, like
our good friend the Sparrow, who is not at all intimidating.
the Kaijin that she's been fighting have been sent by the Gorgon party, so yeah.
And speaking of the Kaijin of the week in this episode is I love, like, I saw the thumbnail and it showed the whale kaijin face. I'm like, all right, we're getting a whale kaijin. And then this guy shows up and his name is Kujira, and I'm like, That's the whale kaijin. His name's Kujira.
You know what I thought it was from the thumbnail? I thought it was like a monitor lizard.
Oh.
You know? But the whale is much better because... Sorry, Len, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, like, the whale kaiju, I saw it, and I'm like, this is like the coolest and stupidest looking fucking monster I've ever seen. Because like, you're normally like let's narrow it down for a second. So like, you know, whales. Normally they're like horizontal, they're in the water, they're big, they're flat. So you're not normally going to see a whale standing upright in like a human pose wearing clothes.
Street Sharks?
The best part was that his suit was still on!
It looked like something out of BoJack Horseman. Like, honestly.
We're talking about the whale kaiju. Because they were like...
just TLDR, the laptop died.
Sorry, man.
Got it. Yeah.
And I just had to spend like 10 minutes trying to figure out the damn audio jack because it's in the back of the desktop.
Right. Anything you want to say before we go forward? Or like if you had anything?
Well, where the fuck are we?
We said on the whale. Kaijin.
Okay, what did we talk about beforehand? Because I had you guys muted.
Just like the basic plot of episode 3.
Gun, Nobuhiko, 3 high priests, Bilgenia, aka Sauron, aka Ambassador Hell.
You know, I'll just see you guys next week.
Oh, I'm sorry, Gar.
Oh. Yeah, I understand not being in a good mood when shit doesn't work. So anyway, what I was gonna say was the fact that like the whale confronts Kotaro at his like house bus with all that fucking open space. I was hoping beyond hope that when he turned into the whale kaijin that he'd be like whale lord size.
Yeah, I think.
Sadly, it was not to be.
I think he's smaller, honestly.
I think he actually lost some height. like his head is all cocked forward.
Like I said, it's stupid, but it's also fucking cool.
Yeah, I'm just like,
I don't know if I'd call him cool.
Like, I mean, it's an interesting design, like, because it's not something you usually see. But I'm like, did you have to give him the flippers? Like
so then,
it's just but it's so unfair how much awesomeness the grasshopper ones are compared to all the other kaijin.
Yeah,
you know.
I feel like that's where a lot of the budget went.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's what you do.
He's got they have fingers. Why does the whale have flippers?
Custom battle hopper bikes don't buy themselves.
I'm really drawn to the Sparrow design. I think the Sparrow looks so good.
It's a good fursuit.
Good, as long as we understand that good is fully separate from intimidating.
Yeah.
Because Jesus Christ,
he's not intimidating. But honestly, in episode 4, he fucking carried that whole episode.
We'll get to that.
Can I make a point?
Yeah.
So you talk about intimidation and stuff like that. These aren't battle forms. These are their real bodies.
No, I get it. In context, it makes sense.
Like, we're used to kaijin being the enemy soldiers of an organization.
No, yeah, they had to make them cute because otherwise it'd be harder to empathize.
I think they tried to make them people. Like,
no.
This is a civilian kaijin. You know what I mean? Like, this is just a normal, everyday guy.
And that's why he looks like not ugly because it would be harder for the audience to. Yeah. Like, the only people who ever really got away with the opposite, probably, like, District 9, but you had to spend the whole movie with them, you know? Like, he looks cute for that reason, so it's like, oh, yeah, he's just a little boy.
Yeah, he's also a kid.
Yeah.
But yeah, so Whale Kaijin shows up, they fight a bit, but he actually gets away and lives, and then decides to just go back to Golgum and report his failure, like, that's not going to end with them trying to murder him.
And they beat the shit out of him real good.
Yeah. Also, near the end of episode 3, we get to see the Satan Sabura!
I know, like, I saw it was mounted on a fucking wall of, like, it's the Satan Sabura!
I said while we were watching, Lane is going to enjoy that.
And I like they hand it to, like, the angriest member of their group. It's like, here, you get the sword. Bitchin'. I'm like, don't give the angriest member of your group a fucking sword.
You do when you're pointing him at other people.
Yeah.
It's true.
Don't they also have a gun?
Yeah,
so eventually we do see like a kaijin human protests clash with each other, and we get the fucking asswipe who keeps like trying to like fucking.
Or is he just like the?
I don't know.
I don't remember his name.
He's asshole
He's
like bitch
asshole.
face.
I do remember that like halfway through that protest, Nobuhiko just bikes onto the scene and everyone goes fucking silent.
Oh yeah, no.
Protagonist.
Listen, when Shadow Moon's here to fucking drop some shit, you're gonna fucking listen.
We were saying someone just go shoot him.
Yeah, no. So like the asshole protester, he's just like he tries to like rev the kaijins up or whatever like that, and then one of them pushes him. And he's like, "Oh, my leg's broken! They broke my leg!" I'm like, "Fuck you!"
So he's a soccer player.
Even though we see him walking in the next episode.
Yeah, no, he's a full. Here's a
He's not
question:
walking in the next scene.
What if maybe he's a kaijin? Because like there are
That would be
agents.
so fucked up and also hilarious.
Just because, like, we've seen, like, oh, there is, like, some level...
Or no, you know what would be even better, I think? If that dude gets turned into a kaijin.
Yeah, that'd be
because in
interesting.
episode 4, we see that being turned into a kaijin is a thing.
Yeah, you watch it.
Don't
I know
spoil
what
it.
happens. I'm not gonna say it.
Yeah. But yeah, in episode 4, speaking of kaijinification, that happens to Aoi's dad.
Owie.
Yeah, can I just say, holy shit, did they like... So he turns into like a crab.
Fucking crab kaijin!
Oh my god, yeah.
The amount of detail and stuff that they did with this like kaijin specifically, so fucking impressive, man.
He
like,
looked good. This was
like his eyes were fucking rolling in his fucking head,
Oh,
and
yeah,
like
that was
he's
like
foaming at the
yeah,
mouth.
that
And when he's chasing her up the stairs, like he stops for a second, then he's walking up the stairs sideways, and it's
Okay,
like it's amazing.
We were having a bit of a problem with the tone of it all at that point because, like, you literally have this actor, like, going, I'm a crab walking.
I'm a crab.
Yeah,
The
like,
show's had a mostly pretty serious tone up until now, and then they throw the fucking crab monster at us.
although, Lane, I love the thing that happened with his eyes. That freaked out Ichi.
Yeah, that was terrifying.
Oh no,
Something
I saw that.
Junji
I was,
And
I
was
saw
having a
that
fucking seizure and foaming
I
at the
saw-
mouth.
I saw that happen, and I was just like, oh, that's not good. But yeah, so like episode 4, so like the asshole protester again, he's like going around in kaijin neighborhoods, he's like going to people's places, he's like, oh look, they're having sex, it's so gross, I want to fucking puke. And then like the sparrow tries to like stop him or whatever like that. And then I don't know why
And
this
with the
fucking
tone.
I don't know why this fucking killed me. Like I was dying of laughter. Just him like jumping in, flying into the air, and you hear like the flapping of wings when he like goes
Yeah,
up.
yeah.
It was so
fucking
fucking.
died.
He's just standing there in the middle of the shot, and then just whoop, and he just flies up. And
My planet needs me.
just as funny as that was, my favorite part of that was the fact that after that happens, the rest of the scene progresses like nobody saw it.
Yeah.
No one cares that the sparrow
And
just
then-
flew up off screen.
Yeah, and then
'cause they know what
proceeds
he's about to do.
proceeds to shit on the fucking guy's head, and it's like literal bird shit. And I'm like, I'm like,
Thank the fuck God.
I gave this a standing ovation. I was like, well, fucking done. I was like, that's the best thing ever.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
man.
What was
So
that again
good.
about the tone?
Exactly.
Yeah.
I pooed on him.
But yeah, you see him like lift his pants up too, and everyone's like, yeah, Sparrow, good shit, yeah.
Which of course begs the question,
Good shit.
no, even though he's in a mostly human body, did that come out of a cloaca?
Well, we can only hope.
No, and then like Aoi goes to like this restaurant to like meet his like her informant friend or whatever like that, and he's like I know where your mom is, and she's like, oh my god, can I see her? He's like, no, you can't see your mom right now, she's like hiding and stuff, like you're gonna be at risk, like I'll take you to like kind of where she is. And like Sparrow like came in and like he like saw her, and then he's like he like decides to hide, and I'm like, don't fucking hide, just ask
Yeah.
what the fuck's going on. I hate when characters do that.
Yeah.
Oh,
I don't like that either.
it's so stupid. It's like just that's like I said, like going back to talking about Cobra Kai for like a quick second. Like that was the problem with Cobra Kai, was like all the drama shit with the kids, because they just like they kept shit to themselves and they didn't talk it out with like adults.
I've heard this
Kids,
plenty of
though.
times, but I hate that where like manufactured drama just because people won't have a fucking conversation.
Yeah.
It's one thing when they're kids and
The
they lack
newspaper.
life experience. I hate it when adults do that.
Yeah. Because there's no reason other than because the script said so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because with kids, they're allowed to be stupid.
Yeah.
So obviously like Black Sun, he like because like the dad came to pick up Aoi or whatever like that, and like everyone's after this Kingstone. It's so fucking funny. There's like 4
plot
different
orb.
factions trying. Yeah, there's 4 different fucking like groups trying to fucking get their hands on this thing, and I'm like, oh my god.
That's a problem with the show. I'm gonna say that there's a lot going on.
Yeah.
But a lot of it is also just talking and repeating, which
Well, yeah, it's a
you'd
drama,
think would
right?
help.
So,
But I said I don't think these episodes need to be as long as they are.
I also think the costuming is a little bit too samey in the future stuff.
It doesn't help. Yeah, like
It's
everyone's
really hard to-
dressed the same.
Yeah, it's really hard to know who you're looking at and from scene to scene sometimes.
The reason we color code these guys.
But so, despite I will say, like Kujira, the whale kaijin, ended up more of a character than I expected.
Yeah.
'Cause, like he came off as just like, oh, I'm the kaijin of the week here to fight you. But then he just fucks off in episode 3, and then in episode 4 he comes back and starts like fighting the crab dude trying to save Aoi. And I'm like, is this motherfucker over here trying to actually be a character?
But here's the
but it
thing,
was-
though. When he goes to confront Kotaro in the previous episode, it's very clear that they're old friends. Like, they recognize each other, and like they're having they're discussing their ethics and stuff. That didn't come from nowhere. They clearly know each other from the past.
I just couldn't take it that like he comes to like fight the dad and he like rips the dad's arm off and stuff, and like they're fighting and everything, and then he like kills him by like ripping open his like stomach on the front.
I had to
And
look
I'm like,
away.
I'm like, haha, I get it. It's like when you're like eating crab and stuff like that, you have to like peel away at like
crabs
the
have blue
outward
blood.
start. Yeah, but like then you just see her like crying over. Like first off, I loved how the dad died with all the foam and shit like that. Like that
turned
was
into
awesome.
bubbles.
Especially coming out of the
Tiny
eyeballs.
bubbles.
Like yeah, because that was a reference to the original Kamen Rider series, like the first episode when like people
I thought
died.
that
they
was
turned
familiar.
bubbles. Yeah,
Oh, that's why when that happened, I was like, he's gonna blow!
yeah. So then you just see her like crying and like mourning her dead dad that the whale kaijin just fucking killed, and you just see him standing there just going, oh man, I feel so sad that her dad just died.
We're
And
gonna
I'm
get
just
some
like,
ice cream.
and I'm like, you just fucking killed him.
While she's cradling the ripped off arm in
That
her
was the
arms.
best
Yeah.
part. He just, they're walking
the
back
dad
from
was
like
no
where it
longer
happened, and
controlling
he's
himself.
just
yeah.
holding his fucking
to happen.
arm.
That's not the issue. The issue is how hilarious it looks.
Yeah.
Like, which is this whale. I was really hoping he just, like, with his big flippers go, oh, jeez. Like, hand on the back of his
No,
head.
the other thing that was great was the first thing he does when Kujira bursts onto the scene is literally use water gun from his fucking blowhole.
Yeah.
Oh, it's great. Oh, it's great.
But, which, by the way, they don't, like, spray water out of their blowholes. They just, like, shoot air, and it makes the water go... You ever use a snorkel?
Also, so like Black Sun like realizes like Aoi's missing, so he like tries to like go and find her, but then Shadow Moon shows up and he's like they're having like a bike conversation, which you can
Yeah.
obviously tell it's on a green screen.
This
And
is
he's like,
unsafe!
he's like, this is.
No one's
he's
wearing
like,
helmets in the show.
He's like, what the fuck you doing, man? Like a guy, like blah blah blah. And he's like, no, fuck you. And so they start fighting, and then like I can only describe this whole fight as two people playing a fighting game. They both choose the same character, and they're both as equally skilled with that character.
Player 1 and player 2 mirror variant.
Sub-Zero
'cause
versus
you just-
Sub-Zero.
Yeah, because you just see them fighting each other, and they're both like getting the same kicks off and shit like that. And it's so funny that even though Shadow Moon's like eating heaven, like he has this preserved youth and all this shit, and like Black Sun still kicks his fucking ass. And I'm like, it's great. I love seeing it.
As like, so he like downs Nobuhiko and he's just like lying there on the road, and then Kotaro gets back on his bike and drives off. I imagined how fucking hilarious it would be if, like, as Kotaro was biking away, he just drives over Nobuhiko's body in the street.
That was how it was sort of framed.
Also, I like they have this one shot where they like try to punch each other, and then they're just sitting there, and they just get both shots of like, oh look, their antennas are moving. Ooh,
Waggle, waggle.
It was
To
a
what
cool
you're
shot,
saying,
though.
Orb, like, I get what you're saying, but I'll say that, like, considering he's under, like, mind control to a degree,
Yeah.
like, and the augmentations are just to make him super strong, like, the message can be a little muddy, but I don't think it's, like, totally ruined by that.
I don't think the person doing the kaijinifications is the same faction protesting for kaijin rights.
Yeah.
Again, the politicking is really fucking hard to keep track of.
I
But...
think it's interesting that kaijinification is a thing.
Oh, sure.
Well, the message of the show
I
is
feel like
Hold on.
don't let monsters take over your government.
Oh, but who's the real monster?
Are you listening, America?
Also, I just love that, like, in the modern day, like, the current prime minister of Japan is just such a fucking asshole.
I want to say whoever's playing him is having a great time.
Yeah.
Oh, like when he's eating his
desk and
fucking,
everything.
when he's eating his fucking lunch at his desk and like someone comes in and he's sitting there like, oh.
Love that fucking he's eating the Dunkatsu and he just like loads mayo on it or
yeah,
whatever it was.
just like you're pouring
Alright,
curry sauce onto a katsu and just mayo.
Hey, he's the prime minister of Japan. He can do whatever the fuck he wants.
Dunkatsu now.
Yeah, so after all these battles happen, Kujira is just like walking sadly behind Aoi as she's like walking away holding the dead crab hand of her father. And then fucking Kotaro just shows up on his bike. All right, get on, we're going home. All right, bye. And at not one point does anyone interact with or say anything to Kujira, who's standing there while the scene is happening. The two of them drive off on Kotaro's bike, and Kujira's just standing there like alone, like, all right, fuck me, I guess.
I need a ride too. But...
Oh, I know. Now he's just like, oh, you came because you're worried about me. And...
I was picturing.
I live like a town over.
I was picturing him like walking up to her.
Got no place else to go.
Also, have you noticed everyone fucking knows where Black Sun lives? Like, he thinks he's hiding in this like remote area in a bus, and it's up to some. Like, everyone knows where you are, dude.
A bus in the middle of a field is a unique location.
Yeah, but
it's very visually interesting.
Yeah, but the way to look at that is they know where he is. They just don't want to fuck with him unless they have to.
Yeah. Well, they
Yeah.
Now that they know
they're gonna.
They were saying, like, at the beginning of one of these episodes, they were saying, he's got the King Stone. And they were like...
Except most of the time he didn't, because Aoi was walking around with it like an idiot.
Yes, but...
Yeah, and at one point he told her the
King Stone.
Yeah.
No, but at one point he told
the crab kaijin that was her father saw that. That's why he got so excited and triggered him. They think it's just Kotaro that has it.
I love at one point though he told her to leave it and she's like, okay, I'll leave it, and she like drops it but then picks it up immediately, but like made sure like, oh, he heard her drop it in his box. So
can we also talk about the fact that we saw footage from Kotaro and Nobuhiko's surgery?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I was wondering what that was about.
Oh, actually, yeah, I liked all that. Like,
they had something implanted in them, didn't they?
I liked all that like old timey like Fallout
grenade
footage.
Organs.
It's like, this is how we're gonna do this, and I'm like, who's filming all this top secret stuff? I wonder.
I also still have to say the Black Sun like theme song. I love it. It's so
it's
good.
great.
I don't know if we talked about this before, but those notes remind me of something else, and I can't place it.
I think I said it last time, and now I finally remember. It reminds me of like one of the themes in the new God of War games.
Oh, maybe.
I think it's the Atreus theme.
Oh.
It's got like MCU vibes to it.
It does have a bit of that. I was gonna say though earlier, like when he walks up to her and she has her dad's crab arm, he's like, "Oh, you got dinner, nice."
Is it the music from like the MCU?
And then they bury it at the beach.
No, that goes dun 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 dun.
Oh yeah, no, is that?
But yeah, and then they bury his crab arm at the beach.
Yeah,
Well,
the crabs have it.
The infinity flag.
And a flag.
Yeah. So yeah, those are the episodes. I have barely any concept of what's happening, but
I would say I barely.
I can still follow, but honestly, I think what I'm just gonna do is I'm probably just gonna like finish the rest of it and then just watch it again when we talk about it.
You should,
because I feel like if you're watching this like consistently, like episode after episode, then you're gonna be like, oh, okay, I get everything.
The fact that it's on Amazon like probably helps that like process along.
As a person who watched it like on release, and bear in mind that like that's 2 years ago, right? Mm-hmm. I haven't rewatched it. I've been watching it with you guys for the show, but it is a much better experience, and I'll say that when you're watching it all at once. I spent an entire day going through it.
It's so funny because like up until recently I was having problems logging into my Amazon Prime account, and this morning I finally fixed it and was able to log in for completely unrelated to Black Sun reasons, because I finally started watching Secret Level.
Oh, nice.
Good. I enjoyed it. I can't wait for season 2.
And yet Aelstrom lives. That was actually Arnold Schwarzenegger. That was hilarious.
It was Arnold Schwarzenegger, yeah.
Man.
To respond to Orb.
We talked about this.
We did talk about that.
Yeah.
If you want to expound on that.
Oh, I was just gonna say, those two ideas do coexist within this show. I don't know that it hurts. Like, when you watch the entire project, I don't think that it hurts the narrative of the show. I think it makes it a lot more complicated.
Yeah, that's why I was saying, like, I don't think the person's doing the kaijinification and the person's protesting for kaijin coexistence are the same faction.
It's like, you ever seen Iron Sky? In Iron Sky, they have a black guy and they make him white, you know? It's a lot like this, but not at all. It's a good movie.
All right, well, that'll be it for that.
Black Sun, still good shit.
Yeah.
It's a good show.
It's a good show.
Love the suits.
Jikai, Radio Sentai Castranger. Raven will hopefully be with us next week, which is good because our topic for next week will be Symphogear episodes 7 and 8.
Oh, God, is it?
Do we get to see more Quiz?
Yeah.
Oh my God, more Chris and that poor fucking roommate.
Yeah.
That's the thing I've been obsessing over the most, is just how like
Name is
dicked over this roommate constantly is. Like that shot of her in the library and looking over and seeing her in the fucking hospital with the other chick. That was the funniest shit I've ever seen.
Two Socks, what'd you think of Black Sun? Rough.
What kind of Gozyuger do you like?
Oh, you found it to be a rough watch, did you? Oh, sorry.
Can't stand all this thinking.
Rough for the situation, not the show itself.
Oh.
All right. Well, shout out to our current active patrons: Blaze, Armorhide, Sentai VT, Midas, the Fool, Vegas Bear, and Locke. Thank you very much for supporting what we do.
We love you.
As
Platonically.
Sexually.
And mostly parasocially.
My favorite. Socially.
As always, the primary source of our hijinks is castranger.podme.com. From there, you can find our Facebook, Twitter, Discord, Patreon, merch store, all of our cool shit. Thank you all for listening, watching, liking, favoriting, sharing, subscribing, hitting the bell, and being awesome. Let us know what you thought of these quote-unquote episodes in the comments. Let us know what you would like us to talk about in the future.
Lane, what if it was eggs laid by the Century King?
No. If I will bring any kind of eggs, it'll either be a mini eggs or a cream egg.
Nice.
Just in time for Easter.
Yeah.
I
Right?
like eggs.
I love eggs.
I like eggs.
This is a weird, obscure college humor sketch, but my brain just went to Jegs.
Denim eggs.
No.
All right, well, stay eggs.
Bye.
We all need eggs in these trying times.